single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day I'm gonna...
Welcome back to another video. So I'm going to show you how I roast a haunch of venison, and this is a roe deer, a lovely local one, and this weighs a kilo, and what I've done is just boned it out and rolled it and tied it. If you want to keep it on the bone, that's fine, it does give it a bit more flavour, but I thought I'd show you how to cook one off the bone. So for a start, I've just got some olive oil, and you don't need loads, I just got a little bit just to massage all over the joint. Just like that. So what I'm going to do now is get a pan on the stove and get it smoking hot. Once you've got your pan really hot, we're now going to sear off the venison. So I always start with the bottom. And you only need to do this for a minute or so, just to give it a nice bit of colour. I'll just work my way around the whole joint, because obviously what searing does, it locks in all the flavour and all the juices of the meat, and it also kind of starts off the cooking process. And when you've done at least half of the searing, just get a good knob of butter in there. Just some herbs, and work that around. And I never take my searing too far, like I said, hence the name. All I want to do is just get that meat seared off. Some of that butter on top. And obviously as this butter cooks down, that will give it a nice nutty flavour to it. And the heat soon goes out of the pan when you get your meat in. So I'm just going to keep working on this for a minute or two, but once it has gained the colour, you take it off the, take it out of the pan and just put it on the plate for a minute, just to rest slightly. Once your meat is seared off and you've rested it, I like to put mine on a trivet. Now obviously, if you guys don't know, a trivet is normally some onions, some root veg, and you sit your meat on top. It just keeps the meat off the actual cooking tray. So I'm going to cook mine on a trivet with onions, but a little tip I'll give you, sometimes you'll find you'll put your meat on your onions and it won't sit on them. So what I do is get some small skewers, put them straight through the onions, and then you get your meat, and push it, obviously go careful. Just push the meat on top, and that will stop it from falling off. So the last few things I'm going to put on mine is the herbs and that lovely browned cooking butter on top. A few twists of salt and a little bit of pepper. So I always season my meat just before it goes in the oven, because if you put your oil on, put your seasoning on, sear it off, there's a good chance that a lot of that salt and pepper will actually come off. I know you can get it back when you put the butter back on, but I always season once it's ready to go in the oven. Now I'm going to cook this haunch medium rare. I said earlier it's a kilo, so I normally work on 20 minutes per pound for medium rare. If you want it slightly medium well, take it for about 26 minutes per pound, but 20 minutes a pound for me is perfect. So that is what I'm going to cook it on. So this will take just over 40 minutes plus 15 minutes resting time, so this should be done and dusted in an hour, and my oven is preheated and set at 180. So here it is. This is the haunch cooked and rested. So let's carve a little bit up. Just going to take this string off it. It does smell good anyway. Right, let's have a carve. Now that, for me, is cooked to perfection, medium rare. I need to sharpen this knife. I've made a right mess of this. Should have kept some of the string on to keep it in, but that is beautiful. That's really tender as well. That is really nice. So there we have it. One haunch of venison roasted, and that makes the best Sunday roast. And if you've got some left over from your roast, obviously let it cool down, slice that up, and that is perfect in sandwiches. So I hope you like this one, guys, and I'll see you soon for another one.